Are you confused about why you miss your backhand over and over again and still miss it when it really counts in your match? One of the most under-practiced skills is not sending the ball, it's receiving the ball. So the key to improving your match play backhand is to practice your movement to your backhand. Getting to the ball, loading in the appropriate stance, and then using the best contact move when striking the ball is how you make your backhand its best. In this backhand video series, we are going to explore with you these incredible combinations of stances and contact moves to give you more confidence and consistency with your backhand in competitive play. Hi, I'm Styrling Strother, and this is The Art of Winning. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the alert notification. Okay, to continue our backhand video series here on our YouTube channel, we're going to talk today about the backhand slice. Okay, so the first thing I want to emphasize is the grip pressure on the backhand slice. The grip pressure on the backhand slice, you're going to squeeze a little bit more with the bottom two fingers of your right hand. If you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, it's the bottom two fingers on your hand here. So we're going to squeeze a little bit more with the bottom two fingers to bring the edge of the racket through the ball. Okay, all right. Now, it's very important to understand that you're not slicing and leaving the racket on the edge at the point of contact, Pierce. Right? You're bringing the racket in on the edge, but you're lining up the racket so that it's square to the ball here, and then as you release, you're going to allow the edge to just kind of cut through the ball on the finish like that. Okay, so we'll talk about the two different swing paths of the slice as well. We have I heard Robert Lansdorf refer to this years ago, so I'm going to steal this one from Robert. He talked about there's actually kind of two different swing paths of the slice. There's more forward and through the ball, like more of a linear momentum finish. He called that the American slice. I'm not really sure why. Probably because as Americans back in the day, we sliced more through and forward, or maybe we taught it that way back, years ago. Pros did teach it that way. There's also, and you can slice and you can actually come across and through across your body that way. All right, so more of a across your body, and Robert referred to that as the European slice. Okay, and so the types of spin you're going to create is if you hit more through the ball, okay, in forward linear, you're going to create more of an underspin. If you hit across the ball, you're going to create more of a side spin on the backspin. Okay, so let's do both of them today. I got a quick question for you, Pierce. When you're returning serve and you have to slice or do like a punch slice because it's a hard first serve, do you think you'd use the American slice, or would you use the European slice?
The American.
That's right, the American, right? So when you're here and you're returning serve, you're going to hit more linear through the slice because you're trying to put that racket on the ball, maybe absorb the pace of the serve and keep it low over the net. Okay, all right. Takes a lot more timing to European slice the return of serve, especially if it's a first serve. Believe me, I've tried. It's tough. Okay, so let's work on the American or the linear slice through the ball. All right, and so let me feed you a couple of balls. Let's see how you go. Here we go. Okay, good. Good. Now, you can see as Pierce hits through this, we'll go ahead and shadow. He hits through, go through. He separates his hands, but he's kind of opening up okay? So what I like to see him do, just to feel how he's driving through the slice, is Pierce, as you slice this one, I want you to obviously let the hands come apart, pinch the shoulder blades a bit, and stay more linear, okay? Try to keep that Nike swoosh pointing to the side fence instead of letting me see it. Okay, so stay a little bit more linear on the finish. Here we go. Okay, not too much flexible. I know you're pretty flexible, but there you go. Good. Good. Now, are you coming more across the ball, more European, or are you trying to hit through?
I think I'm coming more.
You are coming across, so you're using the European, but you are staying more linear. How does that feel different from when you just kind of opened up too quickly?
Felt more balanced.
Okay. Do you feel like you drove the slice?
Yes.
More forward? Okay. See if you can keep that racket on this side of your body when you finish. Okay, you ready? Here we go. And hold your finish. Hold. That's better right there. So the racket didn't come way over here. It just kind of stayed out in front. Okay, how did that one feel?
More American.
More American, that's funny. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, good. Good. What do you notice the ball does when you hit more linear on the slice? What do you notice the ball did?
It floated.
Didn't really float. It just kind of went straight, and then when it bounced, it kind of went straight again.
Yeah.
It didn't really curve,
No.
right? Now, if you hit across this ball, let's see what the ball does when he hits more side spin on the ball. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Yeah, see that ball jumped back to your left. Okay, so we can see the different spins that Pierce is able to create, that you can create with the slice. If you hit more linear through the slice, you're going to hit more underspin, and when the ball bounces, it's going to kind of skid towards your opponent. It's not going to veer off right or left. As a right-handed player, if you hit more across the ball, you're going to create sort of this ball that when it bounces, it kicks back to the left. If you're lefty and you hit across, it's going to spin more right. So these are the variations of slice. Let me show you one more sort of exercise I did with Pierce to help him understand how he wants to pull through with his lat muscle here. Pull through, okay? So as you load, use the end cap to pull through the ball and feel the stretch in his lat muscle. So Pierce, I want you to remember this. I want to come kneel on this, and you're going to kneel. Would you kneel with your right knee or left knee? Left knee. No, your left. Get on your left. Get down there, dude. Holy mackerel. Where's your flexibility? Okay, so this is a Theraband Balance Pad. So I'm going to have Pierce kneel on it with his left knee, okay, his knee that's back. Your right foot is forward, okay, turn a little bit more sideways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this in low, and I want you to feel this action of how you pinch the shoulder blades, okay, and use your shoulders in synchronization coming apart as you strike this ball. There you go. Do it again. Come on, smooth, man, smooth. There you go. How did that feel? You feel your shoulders working the ball? Okay, here we go. Got to be good at feeding this right in his strike zone because he can't move because he's kneeling down on this pad. All right, put your right toe pointed a little bit more that way. There you go. Ready? And go. There you go. Now you have more balance, right? So see the other thing you got to watch with players is where they're stepping with this foot. You don't want their toe to be pointing straight because it opens up their hip. You want them to step. They're more stepping toward at an angle, maybe toward the net post, if you will, and then they're keeping that hip closed and not opening it up on the slice. Okay, nice. Okay. All right, good. The other thing you want to think about is with the upper body, so load, Pierce. You want these elbows to be up, both these elbows up, okay? You want this back elbow that's holding the throat of the racket, which is Pierce's left arm, this forearm to be parallel to the ground, elbows up, pointing back to the fence. This elbow needs to be a little bit higher. Okay, so you can get these elbows, because you don't want the elbows tucked in when you're trying to slice. You want them away from you want the elbows away from your body, thus the racket is away from the body. Okay, now you can obviously pull it a little bit further back behind your ear if you really want to crank it, or you can just load it off to the side. Okay, hold that racket with your left hand, hold the bulk of the racket with your left hand, then pull through with the bottom fingers, the bottom two. Don't hit me, man. There you go. There you go. Good. Now do it again and get a little bit more relaxed in your upper body, not so stiff. Just kind of relax a little bit in your shoulders. Okay, now, ready, go. Okay, how did that feel? More better? Right. So when you're working with a player, okay, or you as a player are doing this yourself, okay, don't have a chicken wing. You don't want a chicken wing. You want it level. Have them relax. You want to relax in your shoulders, right? You don't want to be like super tense and tight. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, doing the pose. You don't want the, tensing up. Relax a little bit more and then go through. Good. One more. Through. Good. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, now stand up. Load with your left. Plant your right foot. Okay. Okay, but not so like aggressive. This is a finesse shot. Ready? Go. There you go. Right. Right. So the thing about hitting a slice is it is a finesse shot. It's not an aggressive, flat, huge ball you're hitting, right? You're trying to finesse this. You're trying to basically change the tempo of the rally. Let's say you're in a topspin rally, or they hit it really flat. You're trying to absorb the ball, absorb the speed of the ball that's coming to you, and create this side spin, underspin flavor, and sort of give your opponent something different to hit. And so you don't want to come after this slice hard. You want to just smooth like silk come into this ball. Okay, let's do a couple more. All right, here we go. Good. Come a little bit more across it smoothly. Right, there you go. The other thing I want to emphasize with you today, Pierce, is this. So load. All right, let's look at the finish. So load, step, come through, separate, pinch the shoulder blades. Now on the finish, I want to see the tip of the racket pointing to your target. Okay, so I don't want the tip to go down or go crazy up here. I want it to point at the target. And so you create this L position with your arm and the racket. So you want to create that solid L on the finish. Okay? All right, try to stay on your side a little bit longer when you do this. All right, so good relaxed load. Make sure your elbows are slightly bent when you load, okay? And then get to that L position. Go, freeze. Ah, good, yeah. So that's what you're gonna see, or that's what you're gonna feel. You're gonna come through, and then the racket's gonna try to flex out here. You gotta control that finish into the L position. So you wanna squeeze with the bottom two fingers, right? Just like you would a volley. Good, again. Good, again. A little bit smoother. Use that step a little bit more. There you go. Feel the ball. There it is. Feel the ball. Okay, good. Again. Right. Okay, so to wrap it up, ultimately when you hit a slice, a backhand slice, you want to feel the ball on the strings, right? You want to feel how you're creating that spin with your racket, with the edge of the racket coming through the ball, okay? We have the American slice where we go more linear with the racket as we go through the ball. We have the more European slice as it comes across or in front. I'll show you here. Linear here, and then more European here where it comes across the ball creating side spin, and then the linear creates more than underspin. Okay, make sure you push the subscribe button and the notification button.
Hey, thanks for watching this video, and check out the other videos in this series here.